Yeah.
Hey guys, Ring here. Excuse me. Today is just gonna be a slow, relaxing day, I guess. I just wanted to talk about a couple things. First being the new curly horses. I personally really love them. I think SSO did a really great job on them. Some people are not fond of the rear for some reason. The way they kick out their leg first and then they rear. I heard some people were not liking that. I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable. He's sassy. He's kicking that leg up first and then he rears. I think it's sassy. I like it. I really enjoy the Dun Tabino one. That was probably, out of these three that just came out, that one's probably my favorite. But I'm still really wanting the flaxen liver chestnut one. I cannot wait for that one. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Halloween update. The Halloween update is next week, which I was pretty sure it was next week. They usually release the Halloween update like a week before Halloween. So, we are gonna see the Halloween update next week, and from the looks of it, from today, they posted a video of Galloper Thompson's Keep and whatnot, so I'm hoping that they are gonna bring back the orange and black, wild horse, whatever. I'm hoping they are gonna bring that one back. I already have it, but yeah, I know a lot of people who still don't have it and they really want it or whatever and they're waiting for it. So I'm hoping they will, since they're bringing back Galloper Thompson's Keep, I'm hoping they are going to bring back that one so people can get it again. For the Christmas update, I hope they bring back the Christmas wild horse, because a lot of people are wanting that one too. But we'll see. From what I understand, there's not going to be snow again this year. It's going to be the Christmas Village again, which is understandable, because they're still working on updating all the, old areas and whatnot. Are you gonna be a bitch? Okay, there it goes. I thought I was gonna have to run for a minute. But, yeah, they still have to update all the old areas and whatnot, and the old snow is just not compatible with the new graphics. It just wouldn't work. And to make new snow, it's going to take a lot of time, because they have to make snow for like each individual item and so, and that takes a lot of time. So no, we won't be getting snow in Jorvik again this year. Maybe, hopefully, if they have everything updated, maybe next year or the year after next year or whatever, we'll get snow. But right now, no, it's not. Snow is not on their top priority list, because it's not necessary, I guess, right now. They're just trying to improve the game right now. So, but hopefully soon, within the next year or two, we will finally get snow again on Jorvik. And I honestly, I don't mind the Christmas Village. I think it'd be really cool if they, had the Christmas Village and snow in Jorvik. I think that'd be really cool, because there are people that really love the Christmas Village. But I made this account in May 2017. And that was the first year that they had the Christmas Village. And I was really bummed out, because I remember when I first played, when I had my old account, Harper Kingstone was my old account before I didn't have internet. Oh no! I didn't have internet for like 3 years, so my Harper Kingstone account ended up getting deleted, because SSO reserves the right to delete accounts after 24 consecutive months of not playing. It wasn't my fault, I didn't have internet, but they deleted it anyway. So I had to make this account. But I remember seeing Jorvik in the winter, and it was really pretty, and I loved it, and I was really looking forward to the snow in 2017 when I first started playing again. And that was the first year that they brought out the Christmas Village. So I was really bummed out, and I really, really would love to see the snow back. I know a lot of players really want the snow back, and they will. They will bring it back, I'm sure. It's just right now, it's not on their to-do list because it's just that it just takes a lot of time making all the snow piles for each individual item and stuff like that, you know. It's gonna take time, but they will get to it, I'm sure. The next thing I wanted to talk about was new horses. Like, new horses. What horse do you want to see added to the game? I want to see y'all's opinions. Put it in the comments. What horse do you want to see added to the game? I personally would love to see Colorado Rangers. That's it. My mind went blank there for a minute. I would love to see Colorado Rangers. If you don't know what a Colorado Ranger is, I will put up pictures and whatnot in a minute. But yeah, I would love to see Colorado Rangers added to the game. Colorado Rangers, from what I know, they were horses. There was two stallions that were imported from somewhere, and they were bred to make the Colorado Ranger. There is actually a Colorado Ranger Association, I think, whatever, and your horse, you have to have your horse tested, and your horse has to have a direct bloodline to one of these sires in order to be registered with the Colorado Ranger Association. And I think if your horse has if it's like a mixed breed with like a pony or something, then you cannot register your horse with the Colorado Ranger Association. So I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff on them. You can look them up on Wikipedia or whatever. But they're like one of the breeds that I've been really wanting to see SSO add. They did have them in one of the old PC games. I can't remember which one it was, but I do remember one of the old Star Stable PC games. There was a Colorado Ranger. So I'm really hoping that they will add those. Other than that, the next horse I would like to see was a Pasofino. I'd love to see a Pasofino added. And I'll put up pictures for Pasofinos too. And then after that, I would love to see a Belgian Warmblood. I would love to see a Belgian Warmblood. Or any kind of KWP in. I'd love to see any kind of KWP in added. Oh, it's tired day. Slow day. But yeah, ow. Hit my hand. I would love to see y'all's opinion. What horses do you want to see added? I've seen people, they've told me about breeds that I've never even heard of before. But there are some strange breeds out there. I would love to see y'all's opinion. What horses do you want added to the game? And I'm sure SSO will eventually get around to adding a lot of these, but it might take a couple years. I wanted to talk about I know it's, right now it is active for Australian servers only. The Quick Shop was in the update over for the curly horses. But the Quick Shop is really cool. I'll put up a picture of it. I can't do it because I'm on an American server, but yeah, sucks. But we'll get it soon. Ooh, 2 fires so quickly. Oh, danger. But the Quick Shop, from what I've seen, looks really awesome. I was actually super excited when I read about it in the news. You'll be able to view multiple items on at once, so I can like put like a whole outfit on and see how it looks together. And you'll have like a picture, you'll have like a little window with a view of your horse and your character, so you can see what your character's wearing compared to what your attack is, and just make it match, you know, which I really love. I'm super excited about this update. I cannot wait for it. I'm not sure how exactly it's gonna work. From what I've seen, like it's just a quick shop, and you can access pretty much anything that's in the game. You can buy anything that's in the game right there. So that would be really cool. And supposedly you can access your wardrobe too. From what I saw. Why is the fire like so quick today? Usually it takes a while for the fire to like show up, but today they're like going really fast. But you got that, and then I wanted to talk about the new graphics and textures. They've been out for a while now, but I still see a lot of people complaining, saying that they don't like the new graphics and textures and whatnot, and I'm just like, why? Because these same people really love Dundle. Like, I've met so many people who are absolutely in love with Dundle and Mistfall, but yet they hate the new graphics and textures everywhere else, and I'm just like, why? It's the same texture. I don't get that. Like, why do you love Mistfall and Dundle and hate everywhere else when it's the same kind of textures and graphics and whatnot? And some people have, I don't know, I had a conversation with one girl on Facebook and she said, well, Dundle just looks better in that style, and I was just like, it's the same thing. Like, the only difference is that Dundle has more, I guess, deeper greens, like darker greens, and, you know, more condensed, I guess, or whatever. Well, everywhere else is a little bit lighter greens and whatnot. So I don't see how people love Dundle and Mistfall and stuff like that, but hate the graphics everywhere else. It just makes no sense when it's the same thing. I personally love it. I love it. I think SSO is doing great. They have to update. You know, they have to keep it with, you know, the times. You know, everything else is updating. You know, so they gotta update. They can't stay the same old Star Stable forever. They gotta update. It's just, that's how it works. But I personally love it. I love the way SSO is evolving and making things look better. But it's understandable that some people don't like it. They prefer no change at all. Some people just don't like change, and that's understandable. But, you know, times are changing. Other games are evolving, so SSO has to evolve. You know? And okay, next thing I wanted to talk about was, the Coulters. What happened to the Coulters? What do you think happened to the Coulters? I know it's been a while, but, I know it's been a while, since those quests happened and whatnot, with the Coulters and them going away and them taking the old fjords away, which everybody was kind of bummed out about, because I remember SSO a long time ago, SSO said that they would never remove a breed from the game. Like, they would never remove any of even the old models. They said that they would never remove them, but they did. They removed the old model fjords. I bought them all because I like to collect horses, but yeah, I don't understand why they removed them. Like, maybe they're not compatible with future updates or whatever, but then again, like, why would they keep all the other old model horses then, you know? But the Coulters, what happened to the Coulters? I was really curious. I remember the updates and the quest, and they went behind the door or whatever, and then you hear like this really big roar and whatnot, and I'm curious. That leads me to another thing, is when do you think they're gonna open up a new area? My opinion, my guess is maybe, a huge maybe by the end of 2020, next year. Maybe they might open up a new area. And, with them doing the thing with the Coulters and whatnot, that makes me think that it's gonna be that area above, Golden Hills over here. Because the Coulters, it goes, like, back over this way, maybe? So that just makes me wonder. Like, is that going to be the next area that they open up? Because in my, I know in my theory video, if you stood on the beach over here and looked across the water, like before, there used to be like beach and flat land and trees over here, and you could clearly see it. But then, shortly after, they raised the mountains along the beach here, so you can no longer see in over here. And I think that they were working on this area. I'm not sure if they're doing it now, but they were starting work on that area. I'm pretty sure they were. But they are not releasing any new areas until they get all the old areas updated and stuff. So by my guess, I think I'm thinking maybe we might see a new area at the end of next year, or hoping. Maybe. It's a huge maybe, because I don't know what else they're planning on doing. They have most of it, most of the areas updated, besides Dino. I don't think they've done anything to Dino. Well, I think they did, I noticed they did change, like, the texture of the ice in Dino a little bit. I did notice that. And of course they kind of lifted the fog a little bit, so it's easier to see in Dino. But I haven't really been much. I haven't been to Dino very much, so I haven't really seen if they've done anything else to Dino. But I think other than that, they've pretty much updated everything. So that makes me think that we will possibly maybe see a new area by the end of 2020. Hopefully. And I'm hoping that it might be that area above Golden Hills, because that's all I've seen that they've been working on. I haven't seen any hints that they've been working on a new area above Mistfall or anything like that. But yeah, with the Coulters leaving and going behind the gate, that's curious. I wonder what's going on there. And it really confused me, because they did all that with the Coulters, and then now it's just nothing. Just silence. No quest about it or anything. And so that leads me to believe that they might be opening up that area back there with the Coulters next, because I don't know. It just makes no sense that they would do those quests with the Coulters and the Coulters would be leaving, and then you hear this weird monster roar, and that's it. It's that was it. So I really want them to work on that and continue that, because that's just really confusing. What happened? I want to know. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the new emoji system. I know a while back, wasn't too long ago, but like a few weeks ago or so, maybe a month ago, SSO did ask players. They showed 2 previews, and they asked players which one would they prefer to see or have, or whatever. New emoji system, or little like these things do feeling, a little new system for that. And I will put up a picture of each of the things that they showed. I like the bubble one, but I feel like the box one with the list, I feel like that would be easier for younger players, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like that would be easier for younger players, in my opinion. Young kids. The bubble one seems like it'd be more confusing, because there's bubbles everywhere. But yeah. Those are all the things I wanted to talk about. And I want your opinion on them all. Like, what is your opinion on them all? What horses do you want to see added? What's your opinion on a new area soon? What's your opinion on the graphics and textures? What's your opinion on the quick shop? Are you excited about the quick shop? Because I am. Another thing was, I really would love to see more races. I would love SSO to add more races. More realistic races, to be more specific. I would really love to see SSO add realistic cross-country races. With the triangle jumps and whatnot, I would love to see that. That'd be so great. You know, the Fir Grove races and whatnot, they're great, but they're not realistic. So I would really love to see SSO add like a realistic cross-country race. Like maybe here in, you know, Everwind Fields, that's perfect. You can add a cross-country race out here somewhere. Other than that, what else would I like to see? What else would you like to see? That's the question. I want to see other players' ideas. So I've seen some players come out with some really cool ideas. Oh, another thing, I saw somebody post on Facebook, in one of the SSO Facebook groups that I'm in, a girl accidentally threw away, something that she didn't mean to throw away. So that led me to, like, I really think SSO should add an undo option for when you accidentally throw things away. Because I've done that before. I've accidentally thrown things away. Or there's items that I've thrown away because I didn't think I'd ever use them, and then now I really want them back. Like, Lucky's boots from the spirit thing, I threw those away. Or I sold them. Damn it, I missed that bunny. I sold them because I didn't think that I would ever use them again. So I think it'd be really cool if SSO added a buyback store or, you know, an undo button for all that, for when you accidentally sell things or throw things away. There should be like an undo or a buyback option, or like store or whatever, that you can buy back items, quest items, you know. Because I have done that where I've thrown things away or sold them or whatever, and then now I regret it and I want it back. And I don't mind buying it back, you know. Even if I threw it away, I don't mind buying it back. But, woo! No, I'm not talking to you. Scams, telemarketers. Go away, phone. But yeah, I really think it'd be really cool if SSO would do that. If they would add like a buyback option. I don't, like, if I accidentally threw something away, I wouldn't mind buying it back for like 500 Jorvik shillings or whatever, you know. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, because I really wish I hadn't sold Lucky's boots from the spirit thing. I really want Lucky's boots back. I have them on my other account, on my Vivian Nightsong account, but I don't have them on this account no more, because I didn't think I'd ever use them. And then, you know, months down the road, I was like, oh man, Lucky's boots would go well with this outfit, and yeah, now I don't have them. So, it'd be really nice if SSO would add a buyback option for quest items. Another little thing I thought would be cool if SSO added, probably won't happen, but maybe sometime in the future, like far, far future, I'm guessing, is something a bit like, WoW's, guild thing, the guild tabard. I'm pretty sure not a lot of you play World of Warcraft. WoW. I do. And there's a thing, when you make a guild, you can make a guild tabard, which is like a little shirt, then it goes over your clothes, and it has, you can design it. You can choose the color, the background color, and you can choose the symbol and the symbol color, and there's so many symbols to choose from, and I think it'd be really cool if SSO made a thing to where we could design our own symbol, our own emblems, our club emblems, and then we get a shirt and a saddle pad with that emblem on it. You know, we get to choose the color and the emblem, and they add the colors and certain emblems that we can use, and then you just design your saddle pad and your shirt, and every time somebody joins your club, they automatically get your, you know, the club shirt and the club saddle pad. And if they leave the club, then the club shirt and saddle pad is, you know, taken away. You know, I think it'd be really cool if they would add that. What's some other ideas? Oh, I know a lot of people. I've seen like Amira Harrington, I think is her name. I think she was the one who's posting little edits that she did of personalized club arenas, which I think is really cool. I think that would be a really cool thing to see, like your own personalized clubhouse or whatever arena. I don't think it's gonna happen because that would be a lot of work designing a personalized arena for each club, you know. And how would they do that? Like for new clubs, like when new clubs make their name or whatever, how would they design like a person? I don't know, I guess like they could make like an option for like the club owner to design it, I guess. Like you can design your own arena and then set it and then that's it. You have your own club arena with like options that SSO adds in the game, you know? Like, I guess they could do something like that, but that would take a lot of work. Gaming design is not as easy as a lot of people think. I know a lot of kids and people get irritated with SSO and like, oh, you need to fix this, or you need to fix this, or you need to add this, and yeah, I get that you want these things and you want, you know, a lot of people want these things, but gaming design is honestly not as easy as you think it is. It's really not. It's not that easy. Like I said with the snow, like when they add snow back, it's gonna be a while before they add snow back. Like they're not doing it this year, maybe next year, but I don't know. We'll see. But the snow, it would take a lot of time because, like I said, they have to make each individual piles of snow for each item in the game, and that takes a lot of work. You know, so gaming design is not as easy as as people think. You know. So yeah, it's to design like your own club arena. That would that's a lot of work. Jeez, why am I hitting so many jumps? Another thing I thought would be cool. I had it in my head earlier. Now I forgot it. My mind went blank. I had it in my head just a minute ago. Now I forgot. Oh, leg wraps. I think it'd be really cool if they just did like leg wraps to where you could have like the front legs on or the back legs on. You know, you could like choose to have just the front legs on and whatnot. And of course, you know, there's other tack items that everybody would love to see added, like the bitless bridle, hackamore bridle, or something like that, you know. I would love to see more realistic saddle pads, like a cross-country saddle pad. If you actually go and look at like cross-country, maybe I'll put up some pictures of them. Cross-country saddle pads, sometimes they can like be a little different shaped and whatnot, and so I would really love to see some more like cross-country outfits and sets. I would love to see that. I've never done cross-country in real life. I was raised Western. I was rode Western, you know, bear racing and whatnot. But I always loved cross-country. I've always wanted to do cross-country. So I think it'd be really cool to see cross-country outfits added to the game. Cross-country tech sets and saddle pads and whatnot. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, and chest plates, like breast collars or whatever. I think it'd be really cool to add breast collars to the game. Let's see. Now, I don't think they are ever gonna I don't think they'd ever do it, but breeding horses I know that's something that players have been wanting for a long time. Breeding would be really cool to see in the game. Like, it of course, like, it would cost star coins to breed, you know. But you could breed like 2 Mustangs together and get one of the other. You have like a random chance to either like get another colored Mustang, whatever. Like if you breed a spotted the leopard Appaloosa Mustang with a bay Appaloosa, or the bay Mustang or whatever, you have a chance to get like, you know, a black Mustang or another bay Mustang. But I think they should do it like if you did that and you got a color that you already have, like the parents, like if you bred the Leopard Appaloosa with the bay Mustang, and you got a bay Mustang or the Leopard Appaloosa Mustang again, I think you should be able to sell it for Star Coins. But I don't know if they'll ever do that, because they gotta make money somehow. But I think it'd be really cool if they did that to where you could breed, and of course it would cost Star Coins to breed, but I don't know how exactly they'd do all that, because it'd be kind of weird if you bred a Leopard Mustang, the Leopard Appaloosa Mustang with the Bay Appaloosa, or the Bay Mustang, and then got a white Mustang. that'd be kind of weird. Other than that, what else do we see? What else did I would like? Oh, pastures. I would really love to see, like a pasture, like an option to go out to your pasture and see all your horses out in the pasture. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be kind of difficult though, because I have 158 horses total. So that'd be a lot of horses in one pasture. So maybe not like all the horses, but like you could have kind of like the I think it'd be really cool to kind of have like the horse market type thing, just a pasture that you can go out and run around and see all your horses there, and then you have like a board that you can click on or whatever and change pages or whatever and see more of your horses out in the pasture. I think it'd be really cool. And I also think it'd be really cool if like you can invite friends out to that pasture, and then you can give them the option to ride your horse, but only in the pasture. Like your friend should have an option to like ride your horses in your pasture or whatever, but they cannot leave when they're on the horse, or they can't leave, or they have to, in order to leave, they have to get off your horse or whatever, that kind of thing. So people can like test their friends' horses, if they want the horse but they aren't sure yet, and if your friend already has it, then you can go to your friend's stable and pasture or whatever and test it out. And I think it'd be really cool if SSO added an actual test option for when you buy a horse, and like test it out. Like they have like a little private arena there you can test out a horse before you buy it. I think that'd be really cool too. You can see, put different tack sets on it to see like which tack looks good on it. Because if you're like me and you buy horses just because you think you have a tack set that would look good on it, I did that before. I bought an old model, one of the old model starter horse models or whatever, because I thought I had a tack set that would look good on it. So yeah, that would be really cool if they added a test option for before buying a horse or whatever. And then also, I noticed they're starting to, I guess they're working on it. If you go to the store, if you go to like the mall or whatever, if you go to the tack store, it shows you, when you hover over an item, it shows you in orange lettering if you already have that item or not, which is cool. I really enjoy that. However, it does not do that for clothes. I've noticed that it doesn't do it for clothes. When you go to the clothes stores or whatever, it does not say that if you have that item or not yet, which sucks because I have bought multiple of items because it doesn't tell me if I have that item or not. So I think they're working on it, because like I said, it does say that for tack. It does tell you if you already own that item for tack, but not for clothes. And I think it'd be really cool if they did the same thing for horses. Because if you're like me and have over 100 freaking horses, sometimes you don't remember which horses you bought. So, you end up buying multiple of the same horse, and it sucks. So I did message SSO about it one time, that they should add an option, a little thing that warns you that you already have that horse. Because I can't remember what horse it was. I know I do have, it was a Fjord. I apparently had bought the, like, mostly, it's like all white Fjord, the old model, or whatever. I had apparently bought the old model Fjord a couple months before they decided to take out the old model Fjords for good. I had apparently bought that Fjord and I have no memory. I have no memory of buying it at all. So then when they announced, like a couple months later, when they announced that they were taking out all the old model Fjords, I was like, oh no, I want to go buy them before, they're gone, because I like to collect all the horses in game. So I went and I bought every single Fjord. All the old models. Except for, I knew I had one of them. I had already bought one of them. So I knew I had that one, so I didn't buy that one again. But I had no memory that I bought the white one, so I ended up buying that one again. And I also didn't realize that there was two of them they're exactly the same. Except one of them is level 1, and one of them is level 10. So I bought that one twice, basically. And I messaged SSO and I asked if they could take away, the level 1 one and leave the level 10 and give me back my star coins, and if they could take away one of the white ones, because I didn't realize I had bought twice, And of course, they wouldn't. And I was like, well, if you're gonna do that and, make me waste my star coins, then y'all need to add an option to, let me know that I already have that horse. Because I just wasted my star coins and bought 2 horses that I already have, and didn't realize it. A lot of players do that. A lot of players don't realize what horses they've bought. Because they have so many. I have over 100 horses. I have 158 horses total, I believe. I have a list of all the horses. Every time I buy horses, I put them on my list or whatever. So I have like 158 horses, and yeah, it's hard to keep track of all the ones that I bought. So yeah, they really need to. I'm really hoping that they do add that in the future, where they will warn you if you already have that horse before you buy it again. Because I have no memory of buying that white Fjord, but yet I did, apparently. Because I got 2 of them. And I refuse to sell them for Jorvik shillings, because I feel like I just wasted my star coins for no reason. So if I buy a horse, even if I don't like the horse, I refuse to sell my horses. I will not sell any horse. I won't sell it at all, because I don't like the fact that I spent star coins on it and then I'm only getting Jorvik shillings back. So I refuse to sell a horse, even if I don't like it. It's in my stable to stay. But I think that's pretty much it of what I wanted to talk about today. Just small stuff. Random stuff. But I really would love to hear y'all's opinion, y'all's ideas. I want more opinion, more ideas. Everybody, just... Oh, that's another thing. When do you think they're gonna add a new arena? They've updated the jumps and whatnot, but... I know there was a file in, I know somebody uncovered like a file in the SSO files. It was like a new arena, and I know they say that some of the files in SSO are files that are just there, and they were just ideas, and that doesn't mean that they're going to be added into the game. But I don't know. I think the arena we have is getting a bit outdated, so I do think that they are going to update it. I mean, it doesn't look like they've updated it to the new textures yet. So, that makes you think, like, when are they going to update it? 'Cause it doesn't look like it's been updated to the new textures. And the ground, too. Like, the sand, the dirt in the arena. That hasn't been updated at all, either. Just the jumps. The only thing that's been updated is the jumps. So, what is y'all's opinions? What do y'all want to see added to the game? What ideas do you have? I want more ideas. And then we should all just like get together and make a list of all of our ideas and bombard SSO with all these ideas. No, don't do that. Be nice. Don't bombard SSO. They're working on things. They're trying to improve the game right now. That's their main thing right now, is they're trying to just update everything and improve the the game overall, and then they will start working on other things. And I know a lot of people are saying that they're getting irritated because SSO is releasing a lot of horses and whatnot. And the reason I feel like the reason they're doing that right now, they're releasing a lot of horses, is because everything else that they're working on is just, they're updating the textures and they're just trying to update everything. And that's kind of boring. That can be kind of boring to players. So, they have their separate team that works on the horses. That's, they're having, I guess, they're like working overtime over there. Oh no. They're like working overtime over there trying to release horses, to keep people happy, I guess, a little bit. Because there's actually a lot of players who love when SSO releases new horses. And then, yeah, there's a handful of players who are just getting tired of it because they're, that seems like all they're doing is releasing new horses. But it's because that right now they're not really focusing on anything else. They're not really focusing on quest right now, I guess. I know they're wanting to. I do believe that they stated that they want to focus on more quests in the future. But right now their main focus is just updating the game. They're updating everything. So we just gotta be patient. Just be patient. And eventually we will see new things. We will see new quests and whatnot. Also, I know there was a few people that I saw on Facebook who really wanted the Tinker horses to be updated. And I think that might be the next breed to be updated, because they did show, like a couple months ago, they did show like a preview, the 3D model of the new Tinker model. They are updating them. But so far they released the Andalusian and then the Curly, and SSO I've noticed they've been doing a pattern. They update a breed that's already in the game, they update an old breed, and then they release a new breed. And then they update an old breed. They've been doing that for quite a while now. Well, they just updated the Andalusians and they released the Curly horse, which is a new breed to SSO. So that leads me to believe that next will be the updated Tinkers. We'll see. But yeah, guys, let me know, like, in the comments, what's y'all's ideas? What do y'all want to see added to the game? What horses do you want to see next? What new area do you want to see, added? And keep in mind, guys, the map that we have here in game is not the full map. There is so much more. The island of Jorvik is a lot bigger than you think. I will probably put up an actual picture of the entire map, but yeah, the map we have in game, that's not it. So, I know somebody posted on Facebook. She was asking like what people thought, like, if SSO actually managed to update and like add the entire map by next year, by the end of next year or so, or whatever. And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Oh my lord. People calling me looking right now. But yeah, like a lot of this girl was asking, like, what, like, she, I guess, I don't know why she thought that would be a thing, but she just asked people, like, what people would thought if, like, SSO actually managed to update and, like, add the entire map by next year or whatever. And I was like, that's not gonna happen, because what we have in the game is not it. That's not it. Like, there's so much more. So, it's gonna be, like, years before we see the entire map. It's years. I mean years. Like years and years before we see the entire map, because at the rate they've been going, they've been adding like small chunks, like once a year or so. Like, so far the only area, since I've played on this account, the only area I have seen them like release is Dundle, Mistfall. Like, I was here, I played the game when it first came out in America. I played the game, and I remember it It was just Silver Glade, all this area, and Golden Hills. That's all there was. There was no this or this or this, oh yeah, there was Dino. No, there wasn't Dino. They didn't have Dino back then when I played. Yeah. So there was none of this. So when I first started playing on this account in 2017, they had added all of this. They had added South Hoof. They had added Dino. So that was all new to me, and it was really cool. But while I was playing this account, the only thing that they released was Mistfall. That's like the first area they released for me. But other than that, that was it. So it's with that, it's gonna be a while before they add any new areas. Before they even update the entire map, because there's so much more. There's so much more above here and off to the side here. There's so much more. I'll put a map up probably next to it so you can see. I'll put a map over here so you can see compared to what we have here compared to the entire map. But I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for today. But yeah, let me know your opinions and your ideas and what horses you want to see added. All your theories. I want to see them in the comments now, right now. Start writing. Type away. Everything down there now. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you like this video. Thank you, guys, and I will see you next time. We'll see what we got going on next time. Bye bye, guys.